I want longevity. I want to stay consistent. I want to be 8, 10 years, 20 years later, you still remember my music, still be able to live on.
Yeah.
And you still remember me and still remember all the work we put in.
I want longevity. I want to stay consistent. I want in 10 years, 20 years, you still remember my music and you still remember me and the work we put in. These were the words of Migos rapper Takeoff, who lost his life during a violent incident in Houston, Texas. The passing of Takeoff has hit many people so badly that they can't help but pass blame and point fingers. It's however sad to see the people being accused of Takeoff's passing. Quavo accused of Takeoff passing. After the news of Takeoff's demise made media rounds, witnesses at the scene started releasing information on what went down. The initial story was that Takeoff was hit because of Quavo. The witnesses claimed that Quavo was playing the game while Takeoff just stood by and watched what was happening. He wasn't playing, but Quavo was playing a game of dice with a group of guys, but he wasn't winning his game, according to witnesses at the scene. This made Quavo upset and he got aggressive with the guys he was playing against. The issue escalated as weapons were drawn, triggers were pulled, and Takeoff ended up down. But several hours after the story had gained much coverage, it was revealed that Quavo wasn't in a fight about dice, according to reports. The rappers and a group of people were just heading out from the private party and going to a strip club. While they were at the exit, they seemed to have gotten into an argument about basketball. In the shared video, Quavo was seen arguing with a group of guys about basketball, but Takeoff wasn't arguing at all. In fact, he wasn't even standing next to Quavo when the argument was going on. Quavo, however, seemed to be done with the argument, and he said to the guys, "Let's go. I ain't doing like this before I hurt somebody, bro." He was seen walking away, and just about 5 to 6 seconds after that, shots were heard in the air. And no one knew just how bad it was until Takeoff went down. Several people on social media have accused Quavo of being the reason why Takeoff was taken out. They believe that Takeoff was the most peaceful among the Migos rappers, and Quavo, being the most troublesome, was the one who brought the trouble their way. One user wrote on Twitter, "Quavo better not get loud with anyone ever again. Had he been in therapy and learned how to talk like an adult instead of raising his voice at strangers, his nephew would still be here." Quavo has yet to speak publicly since the tragic incident happened. Takeoff passes away. Takeoff, whose offstage name was Kershnick Kari Ball, formed 1/3 of the Grammy Award-nominated trio Migos, with Uncle Quavo and cousin Offset from suburban Atlanta. The 28-year-old rapper was taken out on November 1st, 2022, when an unknown man opened fire at a group of people during a private party. Takeoff, alongside 2 other people, was hit. The other 2 people survived, and one of them had been identified as Quavo's assistant. According to reports, at least 40 to 50 people were at the party, which was held at 810 Billiards in Bowling when the incident happened. At the time the authorities got there, they met Takeoff lying on the ground, while the other 2 people who were injured were taken to the hospital in private vehicles. The bowling alley where the incident happened is in a 3-story Houston retail complex with high-end restaurants and a house of blues. It is also near a Four Seasons hotel, according to reports. The security guards in the area heard the event go off, but did not see who did it, a police spokesperson said. A spokesperson for 810 Billiards and Bowling said the incident took place after the alley had closed and the people who attended the party were already leaving. At the initial time of the police report, they refused to release the identity of the victim who had passed away. The Houston Police Department wrote in a tweet, "2 other victims taken in private vehicles to hospitals. Media partners, we are not releasing the identity of the deceased victim until his family is notified and ID is verified by the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences. Any updates on the incident will be posted here." The media, however, revealed that Takeoff was the victim who lost his life in the tragic event. However, later that day, on November 1st, 2022, the Houston Police Department released a statement to officially identify Takeoff as the man who lost his life. A screenshot of the coroner's report revealed that the passing certificate was not ready. However, the report also showed that Takeoff is ready for transport, which means the family can receive his body to prepare for funeral services. Takeoff was the youngest member of Migos, who scored 2 #1 albums in the US in the 2010s. His mother flew to Houston following the incident. Police Chief Fenner told reporters, "I want everybody to understand the pain, the suffering of a mother," he said. "It's very tough. We all pray for his mother, his family, and all of his friends who are in deep pain and shock right now." Who did it? On the day the rapper Takeoff passed away, the Houston police reached the general public, especially those at the party, to share information about what truly happened on that fateful day. They also urged witnesses to speak out about suspects who may have started the fight or opened fire inside the building. Houston's Mayor Sylvester Turner said during a press conference, "Let me just ask that anyone who has information on the shooter or shooters to provide that information to HPD and let us solve the situation. Let us bring justice to the family." A couple of days after the demise of rapper Takeoff, Takeoff. The Houston police made a statement where Police Chief Finner said, "At least 2 firearms were involved in the incident, and that there were at least 2 individuals pulling triggers around here." TMZ, however, shared footage of a man dressed in black who was seen with an object in his hands while the Migos were arguing. While authorities have urged the witnesses to identify the man seen with the object. However, social media has revealed the man dressed in black and seen with a to be Quavo's older brother. Fans, however, believe that he may not have been the one to hit Takeoff, since he was also seen firing his weapon at the first attacker. Investigations are still ongoing, and hopefully the assassin would be found. Close family and friends react to Takeoff's passing. On Wednesday, November 2nd, Offset made his first public acknowledgement of Takeoff's passing by switching out the photo of his Instagram profile to a picture of Takeoff, who was hit following an altercation outside a Houston bowling alley on November 1st, 2022. The photo shows Takeoff smiling with a white heart next to his head. This is Offset's first social media action since Takeoff's passing. Offset continued to mourn the loss of his cousin across other social media websites, including Twitter. He updated both his Twitter Avi and header to pictures of himself and Takeoff and a group picture of the Migos, respectively. According to reports, Offset was set to perform at an event in Boston on November 4th, 2022. A venue employee had announced that Offset would no longer be performing at the event due to the passing of Takeoff, but the event would still hold. Offset also planned on releasing his solo album on November 11th, a couple of months after leaving the Migos. However, with the unfortunate accident that has happened, it is unknown whether he will still be dropping the album. The Migos record label, Quality Control, released a statement about the rapper's passing on Instagram. They wrote, "It is with broken hearts and deep sadness that we mourn the loss of our beloved brother, Kershnick Kyrie Ball, known to the world as Takeoff." The statement reads, "Senseless violence and a stray bullet has taken another life from this world, and we are devastated. Please respect his family and friends as we all continue to process this monumental loss." Rappers react to Takeoff passing. Takeoff's demise was a huge blow to the rap industry. Many rappers and fans could not come to bear the fact that this time, rappers paid their tributes via social media. Rapper Drake wrote on his Instagram, "I got the best memories of all of us seeing the world together and bringing light to every city we touch. That's what I'll focus on for now. Rest easy, Spaceman Take." Rapper The Game also wrote via Instagram, "One of the coolest in the whole set. This rap getting real weird. Love on your people. Death is quick and final. Rest easy, Take." Rapper 50 Cent shared his tribute in a different way. According to 50 Cent, "It was heartbreaking that Takeoff had to go out the way he did. But the only thing that can be done is to keep his legacy alive." 50 Cent replied to a video of Pop Smoke's manager, Steven Victor, talking about Pop Smoke's music after he passed away. 50 Cent wrote in the tweet, "This is really how it goes at Quavo. You have to position this album correctly for Takeoff's legacy. Go make a couple of changes and address everything. All artists make the best music out of painful moments. R.I.P. to Pop Smoke. R.I.P. to Takeoff." 50 Cent, who is currently on tour at the moment, paid his tribute to Quavo during one of his performances. He shared a photo on Instagram where he wrote, "I paid tribute to Takeoff last night in Finland. It was lit." Rapper Safari posted his reaction via Twitter, where he called out the black community and accused everyone of causing the hurt and loss the community suffers every other day. He shared a tweet saying, "This has nothing to do with being a rapper, famous or not. There is just no respect for humanity anymore, period. We're killing each other off for absolutely no reason, like dogs, and it's disgusting. Every day someone in the black community is killed by our own, and it's sad AF." While many fans were eager to see what controversial rapper Boosie had to say, his reaction came in rather late, but it resonated with many fans and gave some comfort. Boosie said in the video, "R.I.P. Takeoff, shaking my head, man. Humble. I'm sending some prayers and love for y'all. All Takeoff family, Quavo. Offset all y'all. Sending prayers out." He went on to talk about the rap industry and how it has been majorly affected, with rappers getting hit every other day. He said, "This rap whack, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We thuggers not, bro. We used to be heroes, you know?" Boosie ended the video by saying, "R.I.P. Takeoff." Carl Cherry took a moment to reminisce on rappers that the industry has lost due to the act of violence in the industry. He tweeted, "We've lost XXXTentacion, Juice WRLD, King Von, Mac Miller, Nipsey Hussle, Pop Smoke, Young Dolph, Draco the Ruler, Mo 3, Huey, Snooty Wild, Jada Youngin, Trouble, PNB Rock, and now Takeoff in the past 4 years. I don't even know what else to say."
And 50 was like, "Yo, you're being selfish." He was like, "You can't let your emotions or you being like in this depressed state." I guess he could tell I was like, stop you from executing what plans you guys had. Because you got 3 weeks ago, you guys were in my office talking about
taking over the
world. I was like, now, you know, he passed away, but who's gonna keep his legacy going? Who's gonna make sure his music comes out so that he could take care of his family? Like, he was like, "That's on you. You can't."
we targets now, bro. We used to be heroes, you know. His rap whack as fuck. His rap whack, bro. Everybody want us out of here, bro. Like, R.I.P. Takeoff.